Welcome to a first on this channel, My Singing Monsters. Today we're going to be going over the new Titansouls update. We're going to be reacting to the trailer premiere and then hopping into the update to see what it's all about. I want to start covering My Singing Monsters if I can, mainly because I would say I have three main big interests in the gaming world. Number one is Five Nights at Freddy's. Always has been, always will be. Number two is My Singing Monsters. Now I only discovered it maybe 3 years ago, but over the years I've played the heck out of this game and absolutely fallen in love with it. And so it makes sense that with this channel being more casual, I should share that interest. So here's the start of a potential My Singing Monsters series here on this channel. I hope that it's received well. I have no idea how on earth the developers, the monster handlers as they're called, are going to top Ethereal Workshop with that now having concluded. Ethereal Workshop was incredible. Can they do better? I'd be impressed. A long time ago. Ooh, lore. For those uninitiated, My Singing Monsters actually has quite a bit of lore. The Dawn of Fire is what we're seeing right here. For what purpose? Oh, this is cool. It's the Prism Gate sucking up the outer islands. Oh. It's Party Island. What is going on? That's the Stair Shaper. Interesting. So the Stair Shaper was introduced with Magical Nexus. And now the Stair Shaper is reforming. What is that? Is that's Space Island? That's Cloud Island. So these are all islands from the Dawn of Fire mobile game, which is a different game to My Singing Monsters. But it's cool. Also, this music is cool. It's cool that we're getting reference to this. So we're going to see those islands transform. Oh. What's going on here? We're on the mirror dimension. Oh, what is happening? What? Hey. So are the mirror magical islands are like a mix of the Titans and the original Dawn of Fire islands. That's really cool. So that's Light Island, Phosphora. It's Phosphora, right? Someone, My Singing Monsters lore fact check me on that. What is going on? Who is this guy? Whoa. So we're on Light Island. The crystal that was just formed. And there's the teaser. Whoa. Whoa. Who is that? They look super cool. I honestly don't know where this is going. Oh? Whoa, what's going on? This is cool. I mean, it looks cool. What does it mean, though? Titansouls. What? The Prism Gate. It's dripping. Who was that? Who was that fella coming out of the Prism Gate? Someone blue. I'm not gonna lie, I can't make out a single thing of what that is, but This trailer was actually really cool. This trailer was awesome. Titans, as always, man, My Singing Monsters are incredible at this. The word marks that they create for these updates and for the islands are always so well made. And this one is no exception. It's beautiful to look at. Alright then, let's hop into the update and see what this is all about. Alright, here we are, 4 days later. It's been like a couple seconds for you, but it's been 4 days for me. Oh man, what a struggle it's been. I'm excited to get into this update, I really am. Shumbagala, this is such a familiar sound. Here we are, Mirror Islands, available at level 30. Level 30, introductory discount, 50% off, that's good news. Not that I need the sale. New feature, Titansouls. A remarkable entity has manifested on Light Island and is ready for you to raise its solar power level by linking monsters. As you do, you'll unlock astounding new music and animations. Okay, so it's like progressive. It'll be like the Gold Island Epic Warbox. Phosphoran Phlox, available to buy on Light Island, requires complete conundrum on Earth Island. Lucky for me, I have that. Mirror Magical Islands. New unique obstacle decorations unlocked when you buy each of the Titan Island skins. That's cool. I don't have any of those skins, but that's cool. Improved feature, the map. Customizations and optimizations. Shortcuts, sorting options, motion toggle. Points of interest. Interesting. Okay, that'll be really cool to get into. Let's take a look at that then. Here we are on the new map. This is really cool. And we've got the mirror here. So what's this? What are these up here? Nothing. They don't say anything. I've actually got a lot of stuff to look at. Motion on, motion off. Oh, look. Hey, okay, that's really cool. I'm already a big fan of this. Sort. Oh my goodness, look at that. I like the order, so I'm not going to change it. But look, there's so much new stuff on the map. This is really cool. I really like this. There's a lot more exciting stuff to look at. We're going to start with the Mirror Islands, I think. There's a new song for the Mirror Island, for the Mirror map. Also, wow, these are some pricey islands. I like the motion. Let's turn that back on. Ooh, there's a Mirror Island remix. A Mirror Timeline remix. So that's important. An important part of the lore. I feel like maybe we're now starting to learn more about it. These are some expensive islands. If we didn't have the sale, this would almost completely, like, get rid of all my diamonds. But we have the opportunity to buy them all. So let's just start with Mirror Light Island. Mirror Light Island. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. This is new. This is a new loading bar. So many new things. This is really cool. Ooh, I haven't actually seen one of these for a new island before. Welcome to Mirror Light Island. Really cool. And here we are. So it's like half Party Island from My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire and Light Island. That's pretty cool. Let's start off. No, I don't want to play the memory game. Let's start off by upgrading the castle. Let me take a second to think before I act. Let's use the scratch ticket. I've never used a scratch ticket. We got the quad. That's good. Wow! We got the quad from the scratch ticket. That's really good. That's really lucky. Let's feed him to level 10. Same sounds. Makes sense. What does the collection book look like? Oh, the Phosphoran Phlox. Is that... Wait, how many zeros is that? 10 million! That might be the most expensive monster in the game. Man, the thing about Bloat is because you usually get him last on Light Island, you don't really get to hear his sound properly. That was really cool, Bloat. I'm very proud of you. So this is what I'm going to do. Rather than going straight into it all right away, I'm going to unlock all of the mirror islands so that I know how many diamonds I have to work with today. Because I do want to spend some diamonds today in order to fast track this process. But we'll get all the islands first because that's going to be the most important thing. And you know what? We might even move on to the new monster, Phosphoran Phlox, after this. Look at that background. I love the space island parts of it. I wish the backgrounds were HD though. That's little nitpick. The backgrounds in this game, even though of course you don't really see them properly, they're not HD. I would love them to be. Whoa, look at that. This one's really cool. Look at the eye. That's crazy looking. That's pretty full on. I like that. I don't have the ability to use a scratch ticket here, but I can start upgrading the castle. It's very expensive to start upgrading those castles though. This is exciting. There's so much new stuff. And I'm kind of happy that it's not like, I mean, it's technically 4 new islands, but I'm kind of happy it's not like a new island, because it means that there is no status quo for my singing monsters, and I love that. Whoa, look at this one. That's pretty cool. You've got the fairy island critters. One thing I'll say is I kind of wish the islands were all based, like the whole island was based on the outer island. I'm not as big on the half thing. Maybe that'll change in the future, but I think it would have been so much cooler if the whole island just transformed to be like Cloud Island. I would like that. But we do have the sun from Cloud Island there. That's cool. Next island to purchase. Final island to purchase, Mirabone Island. Excited to see what this one looks like. Get those eggs in the orb of whatever that is. Wow. Ooh, look at that background. Welcome to Mirabone Island. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, that's really cool. I like how that looks. I like that. Alright. So how many diamonds do we have? 2,776. Let's do... I've decided now. We're going to do the mirror islands afterwards. Oh my goodness. Wait, the song. Listen to the song. Wait, so does that... Wait, I'm confused. Alright. Let's move on to Light Island and let's get the new monster. Let's do that. Oh, Light Island, how I cherish you sometimes. I assume we purchased it in the market. We can only buy one. Let's read this thing's bio. Stirred by the monster denizens of Light Island, the Phosphoran Phlox has arisen. Is the entity the flower or the monster? In short, it's both, and it's neither. The true nature of the Titan soul is complex. It's a physical manifestation of the soul of the Phosphoran Titan, but it also appears to have a life force distinct from its titanic host. Light Island monsters play a vital role in its inspiriting, conferring solar power by linking to the Titan soul and progressively raising its power level. The Phosphoran Phlox itself is silent, but as the solar power grows, it is able to exercise astounding musical control over its environment, manipulating the aurora monstralis overhead, conjuring dazzling light effects along the Titan's brow, and transforming nodules into musical lamps. Phosphora's desire to join in the song is no doubt inspired by its mentor's admiration of the Colossal's musical gifts, and the Phosphoran Phlox helps to cement the Titan's place in the monster world. Let's get this thing. Okay, so it has to incubate. Look at that. Ooh, it's the crystal from the trailer. Exciting. Let's speed this up. Phosphoran Phlox. It is a 4x4. That makes sense. Let's move our whiz-bangs out of the way. Wow, this thing is super cool. Link. Whoa. Select which monsters to link to the Titan soul. Commons. Okay. Am I gonna lose monsters if I do this? I don't want that to happen. Whoa. Open Phosphora's eyes. Unlock all Titan soul music on Light Island. Let's look at the info, because I don't want to do something I regret. This strange object defies conventional classification. Grown from a humble seed pod delivered from beyond, it at once resembles a gigantic flower bud that is yet to bloom, and has chrysalis inside, which, well, no one quite knows what's in there. It certainly looks like it belongs on this magical island. Its color scheme and aesthetic make it look right at home among the rocks, trees, and landscape of the resident Titan. An energy signature that is equal parts recognizable and alien seems to emanate from this bud, calling out to the diverse monsters who observe from a distance and endlessly speculate about what it could be. There's no doubt that it's captured the soul of the island, but perhaps in this case, that expression is more than figurative. Beds required 10. What is a soul link? Monsters can be linked with the Titansoul to raise its solar power. Each linked monster's currency generating power is redirected to the Titansoul, raising its power level. Titansouls need these links to other monsters on the island to power themselves, but as a result, linked monsters will not generate currency. Huh. Let's just do it. Let's stop delaying and do it. Should we put our best monsters in? I do have a lot of filaments. Use your daily free link to link this monster to the Titansoul. Oh. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just do Dromedary. Whoa. There it is. That was easy. It's awake. Phosphoran Phlox. Look at that element. That's such a cool sigil. Whoa. Wait, is it singing? Is it making noise? Unlock all Titansoul music. I've apparently unlocked one piece of Titansoul music. It said the Phlox itself was silent. Come on, do something. I'm waiting. I'm worried I might not have enough epics. How many epics do I have? 1? 2? I only have 2. It's not playing. I want sound. Play your sound. It's such a cool looking monster though. Look at it. Bulbo has forgotten how to make sound. Come on, make noise. I'm begging you. I do have epic whiz-bangs. That's 3. Whoa. Whoa. That's really cool. Whoa. The animations. Dude, this is so much better than a Colossi. So, the Titansouls seem to be the equivalent of a Colossi on the natural islands, which makes the island itself sing. But on the natural islands is a little bit weak and, you know, could be better. That's really cool. This one, it's its own monster. It's 4x4 solar power. What? Divaricata? That's an interesting name. Let's see if we can add more to it. So it's going to cost me coins to add more. Let's just add our best monsters. I think that's fair. 100,000. I'm guessing this one's going to be 1,000,000. 5 diamonds. You know what? That's alright. Now we've unlocked the rares one. I only have 3 epics. I'm not going to be able to finish it. Oh no. Let's put a rare in. Rare Tiawa. Get in there. 10 diamonds. Damn, that barely did anything. Unless, how many parts of the song have I added? Oh, I've got 2. Oh, so this is the overall progress. Let's go 15 diamonds. Is that saying that I've unlocked the 3rd one? One more. 20 diamonds. One more. 25 diamonds. Oh my goodness. We've still only unlocked 2. I want to be able to hear them. Whoa! This is gonna make the magical island so much cooler, man. Look at those animations. This is such a cool addition. This is better than a new island. And if over the course... Whoa! This is incredible. It's actually animating the island like it did in the trailer. That is so cool. Wow. This is a cool monster. I guess I'll put the rest of my epics in here. It's costing me a bit of diamonds, but that's alright. Is it broken? I'm just gonna put the rest in. Whoa. Have I done it? Open Phosphora's eyes on Light Island. How do I do that? Unlock all the link slots to stir the Titan Soul. Ah, we're missing one. It's such a shame too, because let's look at my collection book, because anniversary month is in September, and every single monster goes on sale and you can obtain all of them. And I barely did anything for Light Island, but then you look at Psychic Island, I just had a field day with Psychic Island. Look at that. If the Titan Soul came out on Psychic Island first, which it could have made sense for them to do, because Psychic Island was the first Magic Island to be released, then I would be totally fine. Ah, what a shame. I think that's the thing that's most annoying, because I spent pretty much the entirety, almost the entirety of anniversary month, trying to get an epic Kana for this island, and I didn't get it. I'm missing one monster in order to finish this. What a shame. This is a really cool monster. The Aurora. The animation of just the monster itself is so cool as well. This is going to make the Magic Island so much cooler to complete. There's so much more to get on these islands. They feel so much more fleshed out. By the end of this year, so from now until I'm assuming September of next year, as they all get added, the magical islands are gonna be robust. That's super cool. The fact the island animates is such a cool thing for them to have done. That's really, really cool. I want to know what the last sound is though. Alright, let's move on to emptying our pockets into the mirror islands. I think that's a good idea. But first, I'm going to go through and get all the structures necessary, which is going to cost me a few diamonds. But, for example, we need a diamond mine. Of course we do. I'm going to do that on all my islands because I like to be efficient, and then we'll return to Mirror Light Island and start populating it. Definitely let me know if you guys would be interested in more My Singing Monsters content, because I would be interested in giving you guys more My Singing Monsters content. Like I said during my reaction, I don't know if that is in the video or not, but I have like 3 obsessions. The first, and always first place for me, Five Nights at Freddy's. Always have adored that franchise since it began. Second is probably My Singing Monsters. I love this game. I love this game. I love the lore. I love the music. So if you guys want to see more content from me about My Singing Monsters, what you need to do is ask for it, and I'll give it to you. And you can ask for it by hitting the... I'm not good at this. Hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button, because legitimately, as corny and silly as it sounds, for me to be like, hit that subscribe, it works. It's, if you hit the subscribe button, if you like the video, share the video, it legitimately does tell me that you want more. So that's all you have to do. It's very easy. Let's get into Mirror Light Island now. Alright. Now, let's get Mammoth. Mammoth is going to take the least amount of time. I'm just going to wait for him. I also wonder if you can get the Phosphoran Phlox on this island. You can! Okay, that's good to know. Do I get the dipsters? I don't have enough keys to get dipsters. I would love to get the dipsters, but I just don't have the keys necessary to get the dipsters on every island. If there's a 1 key sale for the dipsters, I'll take advantage of that. There we go, Mammoth's done. It's the bum guy. Even though I have an exorbitant amount of food, I'm only going to feed the monsters to level 10. Wow, he's a mammoth. Alright, let's get more monsters. He's good. He goes. He goes. Let's get Potbelly. And this one I'm going to reluctantly speed up. It sounds like Bloat is getting a lot of love in this remix. How does Potbelly sound? Come on, Potbelly, I believe in you.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I feel like it's been a minute. Potbelly hasn't done anything. When's he gonna sing? Is he broken? Potbelly, are you broken? Alright, let's assume Potbelly's broken. And let's get Phlox. There we go. Phlox. I do like Phlox. Phlox is a cool monster. Let's move this guy lower so these guys can come back here. Bloat, you're cool and all, but I got other monsters to look at. Do something! Are these monsters broken? I actually think these monsters are broken. Let's get Kana. We love Kana. There you are. Now Kana, I'll be honest, is always good. Kana's sound is always good on every island that they are on. There she is. Kana decided to play. Phlox and Potbelly, they're still trying to figure it out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave and go back into the island. Maybe it'll fix the monsters. I hope it does. Ooh. I'm completely shocked they're playing the exact same sounds as Light Island. Admittedly, it is cool to have new, like, mixes. I have such a large desire for them to do something much more different with these songs, though. I really wish they would. Alright, let's start breeding. The lucky thing is we don't have to breed the quad because we got it out of a scratch ticket. I'm actually really happy about that. So let's start. We got a Furcorn. How about that? Let's put him down. I am interested to hear what these songs sound like. Maybe some of them will be better than the originals. I don't think a single one of the Mirror Natural Islands were better than the original. But, you know, we've got another 4 opportunities to try and do better, so maybe they can do better. But I still hold my ground that I'm a little critical of those. I think everybody is a little critical of the Mirror Natural Island remixes because they just weren't that great. Which is a shame because it's such a cool idea, but I feel like you've got to do it right. Like, wouldn't it be cool if in this instance, rather than just being a remix of Light Island, it was like a remix of Light Island and Party Island? Furcorn's being a Furcorn. That's why we love him though. He's great. He's good. Furcorn's good. How many chicken nuggets do I have? 2,000. That's quite a lot. Yes. That's really good. Furcorn's always been good. Light Island Furcorn, chef's kiss. I'm actually curious. Let me buy the Phosphoran Phlox. That might have been a bad idea. I don't know if I'm going to have anywhere to put it. My castle doesn't have enough beds. Ah, that was a bad idea. Huh? One more castle upgrade. Okay, come on. Now we can put them down. Oh my goodness, so big. Okay, I can put you over here. That's good. Does the cost reset for linking? Okay, so it does reset for a new Phosphoran Phlox. That's good. Alright, let's get our next monster. I think we're doing... Let's get Bulbo. Bulbo is Mammoth and Phlox, I believe. Okay, I don't really want to speed that up. Give me 1 minute. Maybe I can zap you somewhere. I can't zap you anywhere? Unbelievable. Fine. I'll just wait another minute for that guy to be done. I'm feeding him to level 15. Actually, to be honest, it's probably not too much of a hassle to just feed him to level 20. So that's one thing about this game, is feeding your monsters to a higher level increases your breeding chances. So that's what we're going to do. It also makes them bigger. Up to level 15, it increases their size, makes them bigger. I love Potbelly. I like Potbelly's sounds on almost every island. Potbelly's good. I like all the sounds in this game. I don't think there's a single monster that I don't like. Even the monsters that I used to not like, I've like grown on and been like, yeah, no, this is cool. I like this. Let's get Bulbo. Maybe they'll give him a bigger role on this island. Alright, this is just insulting at this point. I'm very, very frugal. I was gonna say stingy, but I'm frugal with my diamonds. I've never spent any real money on this game except for once. I spent like $2 on a very cheap diamond pack and haven't spent anything since. And I do that because, you know, you unlock the collect all button, you unlock secondary nurseries and breeding structures. It's like buying the premium version of the game. It's like buying the paid version of the game, but it's pay what you want. So it's honestly, I really like how they've done that. If you haven't played My Singing Monsters before, let me be the first person to tell you, or maybe I'm not the first person to tell you, but let me be one of the people to tell you that you should play it and that it's a really good game. Come on, Bulbo. Ah, see you in a minute. By the way, as we work through this episode, let me just share my friend code. So if you guys want to send me anything, light my torches, send me keys, feel free to, because I would appreciate that quite a bit. Keys especially. Let me send a key to one of my friends. Keys especially, very valuable. So if you guys send me keys, I'm a happy chappy. All you have to do is go into the game, invite friends, and then add via friend code, and you just put in these digits here. And then you can visit my islands. I haven't shown you all my islands, and I don't have the time to show you all my islands today in this video. So if you're interested in what my islands look like, you can go check right now. You just have to put that code in. Am I incentivizing you enough yet? Alright, I leveled up Fluoresce level 16, 19. Did we get another Fluoresce? We did. I don't have anywhere to send this. This is starting to get on my nerves.
Wow! Incredible!
Give me the monster. There we go. We got it. Alright. We have to get rid of this guy. But we can speed this up. And we got a new monster. Wow. I don't think I've ever spent so long trying to get a Bulbo. Of all monsters. Oh. Doesn't he just have the best sound that you've ever heard? Such an impact player. Anyways, let's test my Singing Monsters knowledge. What do I get by doing these two monsters together? This is why we have the Kana vessel. Don't have to speed that one up. What do we get? It is... Come on brain. What is it? It's Gob. We get Gob right there. That was nice and quick as well. I'm very happy about that. Let's place you down. Gob actually has a pretty good sound. Sorry, but Bloat, you're too loud. I can't hear my new guy. Go over there. There you go. He's an organ. He's a cool looking monster too. The way his mouth opens. So far though, I'm gonna be honest. How many monsters have we got? This is sounding exactly like Light Island. So let's see who's next. We need to get the fire monsters now. So let's get Flower. That's not Flower. So one thing I might do for the Mirror Psychic Island, Mirror Fairy Island, so on videos is rather than doing it this way, where I'm spending diamonds to speed things up all the time, I'll get the monsters ahead of time. I won't listen to them. And then we'll discover the song through the video. I think seems like a better way to do this. But come on, I want my Flower. There he is. So let's clear this out. Sell you. Flower. Flower's a cool monster. We like Flower. There he is. Feed him to level 10. I really should feed them to level 15 because I can probably afford it, but for some reason I'm skeptical. Alright, they're getting unhappy. Let me do something for them real quick. Unity tree. That way they don't have to be next to each other to be happy. Where am I putting this? Right here. There we go, now they're happy. Ooh. Okay, so this is different. I'm guessing this is the start of the song. We're starting with Flower. That's interesting. Interesting. Alright. Flower's cool. I like Flower. I won't go there now, but I have a massive Flower on my fire haven. He's the centerpiece of the island. Alright, next monster. We are getting Boscus. I like that guy. But now that we're doing Mammoth, I'm too proud to speed it up. So I'm gonna wait a minute. We'll get, by the way, I know, there's a little, I'm teasing you with the Phosphoran Phlox over here. We'll get it once we've got all the other monsters, alright? Be patient. Be patient. As I'm sure you can already tell, if you've not played My Singing Monsters or don't know anything about it, patience is the name of the game. So, be patient. I mean, I feel like I've sort of learned to be very patient over my years, and I think that's something I'll say just to the audience out there, you know? One thing that is, it's a very important virtue. People say patience is a virtue. When they say that, they're telling the truth. It's such a valuable thing to have a lot of. And especially when it comes to things that you can't control. Like, just be patient. Just be patient with things, and especially be patient with people. That's always very important. Because, I mean, you always never know what people are going through. You shouldn't be rash. I feel like through speedrunning I've learned a lot about patience as well. That's the thing with speedrunning as well. I mean, when you think about it, even though the whole point of speedrunning is to go quickly, you have to be patient with the run. You have to be patient where if something goes wrong, yeah, restart. You have to be patient for that. You have to be patient for all of the restarts, for all of the bad RNG. Because if you get frustrated with that, it can ruin your mood. And it can ruin your day. So if you can stay patient, your days will be better if you practice patience. That's what I'm trying to say. So always practice patience. Even if you're not a particularly patient person, like the alliteration there, you can learn to be. You can learn day by day, you know, be patient for something. You know, you're allowed to feel pride in that. Feel pride in patience. Because it's almost like your brain's way of rewarding you for behaving well. So feel pride in being patient, and the rewards will outweigh the effort. So I'm lucky enough, right, that I have all these diamonds. There we go, we got the Boscus. There he is. I'm incredibly I cannot understate how lucky I am to have gotten the quad out of the... I didn't really make a big deal out of it. I mean, maybe I did. Maybe my memory is just goldfish, but it's a very big deal that I got this guy out of the scratch ticket because he would have been a pain to breed. I would have lost so many diamonds, but I get to keep all those diamonds now, which I'm happy about. Yes. This guy, he's got like a little finger on his... He's got a finger on his nose. His nose is a finger. He does a... He's a cool monster. He's a creative monster, that's for sure. So here's the start of the song. Flower starts the song. Did he play at any other point during the song? Why am I having a hard time noticing? I like this guy. Although, now that I look at him closely, he's kind of scary looking. Maybe I don't like him. Let's not think about that too much. let's breed the next monster. What's the next monster? The next monster is Pluckabill. Listen, I've played this game. You can probably tell. I've played this game long enough to memorize all of the monsters. See, this is where the breeding gets a little bit more costly. I've never discovered a full island in this way before. So honestly, this is quite interesting. I've never done this before. I kind of did this with Ethereal Workshop, so I'm sort of lying, but I didn't do it for the whole island. The whole island didn't release at once. So this is a really different way to experience this game for me. Come on. Let's get that monster. Pluckbill. Pluckbill actually has a good sound. There he is. There's the Pluckbill. Nice and quick. I'm happy about that. Pluckbill. The castle doesn't have enough beds. 30 diamonds to speed it up. That's alright. Relatively cheap. The next upgrade is 34 diamonds. Compared to how expensive those castle upgrades can get, that's not bad. I'm gonna move you. Oh, no I'm not. There he goes. Oh, nope, we don't care about that. Pluckbill. I like Pluckbill's sound. It's a sitar, isn't it? Because that's one of the things that I love about this game, is you learn so much about music and instruments. It's a sitar. I got that right. Now I believe that's all of the 2 elements. Yes, it is. So now we've got all the single elements. Well, actually that's not true. We're missing the dipsters, but we're not getting the dipsters today. We've got all the 2 elements. Now we move on to just 4 more monsters. Sousa, Spytrap, Tutu, Filament. Yes, so Pluckbill and Flower only play at the start of the song here. It's a bit of a shame, because both of them are good monsters. I like their sounds. So we're going to use Pluckbill and combine it with Potbelly. Okay, we didn't get what we wanted. I actually don't know who we're breeding. Once you get to the 3 elements, I'm unable to associate the elements to the monster anymore, and especially 4 elements. I can't do that. I'm not that big of a My Singing Monsters nerd, but I am a My Singing Monsters nerd. Don't get it twisted. Come on. There we go. We got Tutu. Tutu is a good monster. I like Tutu's sound. Let's get you on the field. Oh, you guys, if you guys haven't seen Tutu's sound, you guys aren't ready. I'm not sure when they're gonna do it though. I'm really happy that there are mirror islands for the magical islands now. It's gonna add a lot to the, such a cool sound. Such cool visuals as well, to go with the sound. That's so cool. You have to admit, that's such a cool sound. And I'm guessing that's all they're gonna do, which is kind of a shame. Weirdly enough, the monsters play less on the Mirror Island. So now we're gonna do Pluckbill and Mammoth. I might be waiting a little bit, because I'm sticking by my principles. I'm not spending diamonds to speed up a Mammoth. So see you in a minute. I was right, Tutu only plays once. Just like Flower, just like Pluckbill. Only has their 1 section. That's a shame, really. My favorite monsters so far do not play enough. Alright, bibbidi bobbidi boo, give me whichever triple element this is. I didn't get it. Give it to me this time! I didn't get it. Oh, we're waiting again. Actually, while we wait, I just realized there's probably a new description for the island. So let's read through this now. After vanishing into the Prism Gate during the Dawn of Fire, lots of lore here. The long-lost Outer Islands have finally been found, and they've crash-landed in the Mirror Timeline. Party Island's breakneck descent from the Prism Gate toward the mirrored Phosphora's vulnerable pate was a nail-biting spectacle that nearly ended in disaster. Unbeknownst to all, a giant, buoyant glubpole egg embedded deep within the island cushioned the impact, bursting into a yolky explosion. But that wasn't the end for this young party animal. The glubpole's essence has seeped into the soil of Light Island, growing up alongside its newfound friend Phosphora, and enjoying the boisterous bashes the monsters host atop its head. Bouncy castles included. Well, actually, I don't see any bouncy castles. Wait! Right there! That's cool. So I think the glub pole that it mentions there is the In My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, Party Island is like sitting on top of this giant fish. It's like the fish has the island on its back. So I'm guessing they're like conjoined twins. So that kind of makes sense. Why this island would be half and half then. There better be a good explanation for the other islands being half and half. Because as we've discussed, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't hate it. I just would have liked it if the whole island looked like this left half. Nobody saw that. Wipe it from your memory. I am a principled individual. And a patient one. I mean, it's better to get the single element as a fail than the double. But I'm not speeding it up. You can't make me do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it. Remember that whole thing I said about patience? Probably didn't make any sense, but it still rings true. I'm gonna be patient. That's what I'm gonna do. Do as I say, not as I do. Actually, do. I'm being patient. Do as I do. Do it. I'm being patient. All right. I'm being patient. Be patient. I'm being patient. I'm patient. I have officially bought a second breeding structure. That stuff I said about patience. What? We got it straight away. See, you know what? Screw everything I said about patience. Patience is lame. If you can make things go faster in your life, make them go faster. But be patient about it. I mean, ultimately this is worth it because we just got the best monster on this island. Maybe now is a bit too early to get it because it might make the song too good, but who cares? Fiddlement has the best sound here. What is Fiddlement's instrument? Fiddlement plays an erhu. It's a very cool string instrument. Look at that. What a funny looking instrument. Sounds good though. I think the game is broken. Fiddlement isn't playing. Let me exit out and go back into the island again. Still starts about the same. Who got you? I like this guy a lot. Did he usually go up? I feel like that might be different. When is Fiddlement gonna play? I'm being teased. And I don't much appreciate it. Fiddlement has to play. At some point. Please. Ooh. Yes! Oh, it's so nice! Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. It's a lot more low-key than the original Light Island, so you really get to appreciate the best monster, that being Fiddlement. Oh, that's good. I like that. I really like that. It's really cool. This update actually gives me an opportunity to really appreciate the magical islands, because I feel like I don't appreciate them enough. Bulbo and Potbelly. First try! Wow, that's actually really good. I'm happy about that. Now this monster adds quite a bit. Where do I put you? There's nowhere to put you. Can I make some space where Kana is? That works. He's in a spot. You know, while we do this, why don't we just go all the way? What do we need next? The next one is the one without light, the light element. Just do it. Just get you to level 19. There's no reason not to. I have the food. I am capable. We got it first try again! Alright, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We don't have enough beds. Well, we're gonna upgrade the castle first. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave and come back, because we have all the monsters now. We have all 15. And we're gonna listen to the full song. The full song, quote unquote. We're missing a lot. Ooh. We're starting with Sousa. That's really interesting. Can you guys guess which instrument Sousa is? What instrument is she playing? That's right, Sousa is playing the sousaphone. Sousa's got it figured out. And then this part we have Tutu. Tutu moves around a lot. Aha. This is to Furcorn. And we also have Spy Trap doing the heavy percussion. Bloat, as always, very loud. Still can't believe we got him first through the scratch ticket. That's pretty phenomenal. This is a nice sounding song. I like this. I like that Fiddlement has their own verse. Listen to them go. Oh, it's so good. And to be honest, I actually kind of like Bulbo in this. Bulbo, as funny as his sound is, he's doing a good job. This is like the outro to the song. I like that. I'm really interested to hear how this song sounds with everybody else. And that's where the song restarts. Pretty good. Alright, well, I think the only other thing that we have to do is unlock the Phlox. Why is Pluckbill so... Oh, because I've fed them so much. Aha, okay. Let's feed everybody to level 15 real quick. Are you level 15? No, you ain't. Are you level 15? No, you ain't. Are you level 15? No, you ain't. 15, 15, 15. There we go. Some of them are 20, some of them are 19, some of them are 18. Let's unlock the Phosphoran Phlox now. I wonder how it's going to animate this island. We're not going to be able to unlock the third sound, which is unfortunate. But, yes. So cool. It does take a while to move on to this. You linked to the Phosphoran Phlox. Interesting that it has the discovery screen again, even though I've already unlocked it. They're gonna have to stay over here though, unfortunately. Let's link everything else. Hopefully we can unlock the second sound, which I think we actually did just there. Nice. It'll actually be easier to hear their sound on Mirror Light Island. That's such a cool sound. The animation is different. I'm noticing the animation is actually different for this island. The Aurora is more like a blue. And then it switches to the Light Island one. That's really cool. That's incredible attention to detail. They've... Oh my goodness, look at that. It starts green and then goes... That's like... It's the little things that are really important. And that's one of those little things that just makes it so much cooler. I love that sound. It's a shame we can't get the other two. It really is a shame we can't get the other two on this island. I think that's as far as we can really go. I'm gonna wait because I feel like the dipsters will go on sale soon enough. I don't want to buy them. I think that's everything that I can get today. That's so cool. That is so cool.